welcome to the stream. Holy Saint Knight here, and this is gonna be a replay page between. Okay, resume. So I'll have it's 1v1 so I can leave this. Opponent goes just elites, mains, and this is me as Chaos Space Marines, World Bearers, the DLC skin. Now here's the thing, the only reason I played this replay and streaming it is just to showcase you why this game is very limited. As you see, you make one step forward and you see the opponent just making one step. There is no strategy in it. The only strategy is where you are going to push from one side or another side without having any options which side. It's just this. This is one of the good maps because the majority of the map is contested. So you get to see a lot of action all over the map simply because you start here, this guy starts here, just pushing him back with mixing CSM and Heretics and the Lord, going into the limit, and you start here, so you make literally one step and you see the enemy. There is nothing, a very limited planning or anything. Okay, you can also get can cover and garrison buildings, and that's the tactical side of it, which is very limited, guys. As you see now, he retreated. I took just the requisition points more early on. He went for a single barrel. I didn't take my power yet, didn't care. I had another plan to go denying him this. Pretty good. At this point I just pulled back, I don't know if I retreated. It's triple heretic from me, one CSM. Meanwhile he's on single Karmagan, double Thermagan. And the factions, guys, they look alike. Okay, CSM, like as I was saying, it's got to be 4 models plus 1 the commander. The warrior, Tyrant warriors could be just 3. Yeah, they're not the same faction. And this game, guys, just reskinned abilities. That's all about it. Nothing special. As you see, guys, all that happened is just at the point I lost it here, but it's okay because I needed the ready. So I just put him back. Also, let me tell you guys, by passing time, making a havoc at the moment, by them getting the building. Heretic, this is another
your units fulfill your command.
Now, as you see, guys, what is the resource is also increased over time. If you tier up, not just the position, this is plus 30 by default.
Your forces obey you.
But the resources increase over time, so the escalation phases that everyone was complaining in Dawn of War 3 is here also. The victory points maturing over time. Here is his victor. Capturing this with the other Heretic and I'm moving here now.
Your units
also Havoc ready because I was heading for his resource, for his power. Doesn't have any upgrade. He was moving away, but I don't think he's gonna make it. And the Havoc are suppressing him. He went for a Ravener build surprisingly, and the Elixir, which means it's gonna be tough time for the Havoc, but I plan to put him here. So the escalation phases that everyone complains about in Dawn of War 3 are here also. Also when you tier up, guys, when you tier up, and as you see, this suppression just freezes the enemy army. It doesn't make sense, guys.
Ready flamers.
The armies don't tend to cower and take cover. So have an efficient nothing. Flamer of the Lord. And there is suppressing everything and flaming it. And that's
Who among you shall
just taking an
rise?
angle of engagement, moving 1 foot even behind in the fog of war in a place where there is no room. You take one move,
We have
one
the
step, and you see the
advantage.
enemy. That's the tactical thing about it. So guys, no tactical. That's just ridiculous. So I'm planning here to go for a power grab still. He's got a lot of power to go next year, but not enough requisition. And here comes this fight, this Havoc getting fire.
We will be merciless.
So these guys are coming also. Yeah, they're getting suppressed. That's and having one Havoc squad, for example, to at the other side, like here, is that's the how
You
you
are
close
losing
it.
us a
There's no
victory point.
escalation phases, as I said, are here. You see resources over time. Also, when you tear up, we get it doesn't say it, but it's hidden. You get a boost in the resources. It doesn't say, but you get a boost on. It doesn't appear not even here, but you get a boost on the resources each time you tear up on power and everything. So it's going here too. I'm denying it. I have to pull back at this moment. I couldn't afford to get a lot. There is no relic resource which will do something great. I had to pull back again. He was coming here to check at some power bus. He only got this. Map is pretty contested. It's third kinda.
The enemy seeks to
The
destroy one
Havocs
of
are
your
in here.
generators.
Just to
Who dies
I got the position also. Pulling back. Another CSM for me, despite he
Do
went here
not
too.
lose your requisition point.
I didn't mind, I went for another
Chaos has the
CSM.
upper hand.
And then I would go to next year.
From whence will you draw power now, fool?
And these guys are getting shot by this. Alright, so.
Your forces obey you.
So all they complain about Dawn of War 2, these things they complain about,
One of our generators is under
they are
attack.
still here also in this game. Only in a more poorly made fashion, so there is no point in
Call now. Your units fulfill your
about
command.
going to check. Once he was building this, he's making a Venom Brood. He's out of requisition though, because I got most requisition spots. These guys are shooting. And again, let me tell you, there is no
Ready for eternal
on retail. There are this is the elite mode, so it adds abilities. In a retail version, there is no abilities, that much abilities. And the aspiring cyber, for example, which if you upgrade
We are legion.
to grenades, the heretics get bolter. That's not the case in the so okay, just power. I guess he would have to. He's got all the points at the
Our
moment.
temple's dark majesty grows with our power. Your forces obey you.
And there is also.
We may yet triumph today.
So he made a lot of troops, so I went for an upgrade on my lord, the armor of my
Power node
took
deactivated.
it back. taking the map at the moment and making another Havoc squad. I actually just enjoy it.
Close in
Just
for the
replace
kill.
my Havocs. So what's he doing? What's his plan? Okay, I guess he goes for next tier, tier 3.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Could be. So okay, he's going to power bust. But I got still the that's the whole. There is, as you see, guys, there is no tactics. You can be so limited. That's a good little galaxy burn. That's the whole thing about this. It's just back to the base, make one step out of the base to find the enemy. There is no.
Your forces
There is
obey
no.
you.
The only tactical thing is the angles you pick to make the engagement, and you are limited on that also. So.
Your units fulfill your command.
So as you see, guys, he goes to tier 3, straight to tier 3, fast tier 3. They said they went for abilities in this game, but there are no abilities. There are only multiplayer. For example, the Terminator's power fist stun the enemies by stun the vehicles when they hit them, which makes sense. Now, also there is no stability.
Fulfill your command.
CSM having an ability called Slaughter, there is no not in retail. It's only on elite mode, so you can't make comparison between elite mode and which is a mod and the retail version. Which gives them the ability to go in melee as well as range and increases the damage. So this game is
ready to be taken!
You allow the enemy to deactivate your power nodes.
he just took this out. He's trying. This is the whole thing. People complain about Dawn of War 3, but what they complain about is also poorly made here, and also well, building another strand here.
Havocs!
Do not lose us that power node. We have the advantage.
He's denying me this. I realize what he is. Come back. Started to take these points now. Taking it again, I didn't. So they went for abilities, they said, in this game, but there are no abilities. There are single player, as I was saying, for the Terminator's power fist, as long as they keep it, they should be able to stand there. But this is present only in single player, not in multiplayer. So there is no tactical. They said it was tactical, and another Havoc squad. Building right away is almost down. Activated the ability. Again, I repeat, this is only for the single player. It's not for the mod. It's not for the. Not for the. Going for something big. It's not for the. Multiplayer. For the ability to mostly arise in the mod, a bit more than the ability for another Havoc here, just to secure this side of the map.
You deal well to the enemy. Fight harder.
And here another strike. A little bit too much of extensive. Okay, this is secure this spot. Sadly, I didn't realize the building went down. I guess I killed my own track, but it didn't get any points.
The enemy has 100
Lost
points
some troops,
remaining.
but this is quite secure. It's right behind. So, eternal war for my marine. He went for a
Your
card.
units fulfill your command.
That's the
If that
Z of
victory
power.
point is lost,
That's a good choice by him, but I got double havoc.
Ready for eternal war!
Okay, we don't have that.
Ready for it!
who arises from these ranks?
Yeah, I don't have that. The other havoc died. That's a good choice by him. He's up to my point. There is no tactical play, there are no abilities. I guess I'm against the force abilities.
Chaos has the upper hand.
This guy's gonna miss. So guys, I was going next there also. As you see, now that you're gonna see my rate of resources, look at this. It's gonna increase.
A requisition
Here comes
point
the
is
scarlet
slipping
effect.
away. We have 100 points remaining.
Look at my rate. As you're gonna see, my rate is gonna increase when I get up without save.
Here is a splendid cathedral of
As
pain
you
and
see,
blood
it
worthy
goes
of a
faster.
black
Just
crusade.
getting my reinforcement.
Ready las cannons.
Just bring a last count. Again, power pistol stand vehicles as it is and at the Thunder Hammers, not the Carnifex, for example, which is not a vehicle, it's a bio.
Blood against blood.
It's biologica. It's a unit actually. It's not a vehicle.
For the dark gods beware.
Here come my marine.
We may yet triumph today.
The points are getting it was a very good game.
We are Legion!
I was moving this
Ready for eternal
I was careful. They can't go like these marines. Here come the exterminators. Like I was saying, they went for abilities, but there are no abilities.
havocs!
Their power fists don't stand like this.
In my enemy fire!
it's not about having just the hero having abilities only. This isn't hitting sadly the
They have some teeth. We have more.
there are plenty of
Hammock's ready.
cannons getting ready.
This belongs to chaos.
Here
Our Chaos Lord has reached level
I
4.
moved them because they were firing. Yeah.
The gift of divine. You are losing us a
I
victory
could have
point.
used some more It's almost dead. Then I was trying to maintain it. So there are plenty of explosive abilities and equipment in the campaign of House Rising. World of War 2 Classic. Let me say that. But there are not. Okay, you managed to kill the Carnifex. The
You
Lord.
have won us this day.
But there are no abilities in.
From the Eye of Terror.
Why wasn't I moving? There are no abilities. Okay, I got new. There are no abilities in multiplayer. And this is what killed me. Looks like, let's see, am I going to win? Seems.
Those who
let's-
resist the dark gods see your defeat.
There are not the abilities aren't. There are plenty of abilities in single player, guys, as I was saying. Like plenty of type of explosives. You remember the Space Marines in House in World of War 2 Classic and House Rising. The effects of the, for example, the orbital are different than in multiplayer. Also, the drop pods used to kill. If they draw, you could cast the drop pod on a Carnifex, for example, or a vehicle, and kill that unit. Because if the drop pod landed on it, now this got removed. It shouldn't. Many things shouldn't have been removed. Now, like I said, the thunder hammers of the, for example, or power fists don't stun vehicles as they should. They should stun them. It's an ability of the weapon. Now the abilities of many Space Marine abilities got removed from campaign. I mean, now every faction should have all these their own respective abilities. Like I said, the squad composition should be different. 3 should be the Tyranids. 4 plus 1 the leader should be the Marines. Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. Should be 4 plus 1, not 3 plus 1. Terminators should be 5. 1 and the heavy weapons, they should be able to, for example, the Space Marine Terminator should be able to take all the heavy weapons, because there are 5, the Cyclone Missile, the Autocannon, and the Flamer, and the rest would be with it, because it should be this way. CSM should have, of course, more heavy weapon upgrade types. This is only possible for on elite mode to have house terminators. In general, missing units. So, as I was saying, guys, well played, both of us, Mains and me. But Dawn of War 2 didn't have the abilities that they supposedly make the game have abilities. They didn't have it. They only have them in single player. And single player, we don't care about it. They should be in multiplayer. So that's the and now you see there is no. It's very limited. There is no space to do any type of strategies. You make one step, you see the enemy, you make one step back to the base, then you go out again, see the enemy, make uh, some dogfight, and then pull back again, and that's it. There is no. The only tactic was he come from this. My opponent, for example, came from both of these angles. At this spot, just the attack that he came from at one spot. That's the only tactics mostly. So on Dawn of War 2, they went for abilities and they didn't make the abilities available in multiplayer. So that's the thing, and what they were complaining about the escalation phases, they are present here. As you see, these points mature over time. There is your escalation phase, as well as when you tier up, you get a bonus on the rate, which doesn't appear, but you get the bonus. If you notice how the resources increase, it gets faster the more you tier up. And of course the red resource ability, which is red resource, which is ridiculous. It is what the relic resource does now on Dawn of War 3, which is much better. So in a sense, I mean, it's ridiculous that all factions have the same type of resource, the red resource, instead of... In Dawn of War 1 it was only available on some factions, not all. And it was different, it didn't have the same thing. So that's it, guys. This is the poorly made Dawn of War 3, which didn't deliver what it promised. It said that it's an ability and tactical game, and there are no abilities, and very limited. There is no space to do any tactic. So his whole tactic was bringing the Carnifex and in the center. That was it. There is no space to do any tactics. So this is it. Sadly, Dawn of War 2 is a monstrosity. That's what it is. And because they didn't deliver. If they delivered what they were saying, what they delivered in single player of, remember, Dawn of War 2 Classic and House Rising, Dawn of War 2 House Rising, the expansion, and of course Retribution should be expansion for Dawn of War 2 Classic. They shouldn't split the community. If they did that, then it would have been okay. Of course, bigger maps. But they didn't. The only abilities there are, as you see, where is it? Okay, it's the Lord having having a lot of abilities just from the just the Lord, the hero, the commander that leads, which is one. In Dawn of War 3, you get 3 elites. That's the only type of abilities you have. And the red abilities, which don't really count. So the game of the tactical ability, of the abilities and tactics, and that you were supposed, and remember, the CSM don't get this ability that they have in elite mode. So the game that was supposed to deliver these abilities didn't bring them. It didn't bring them. So there are in the game a lot of different. They got the damage types is good. They brought them. They got some quite a lot of damage types. Some, but they are not available in multiplayer. And remember, this is the elite mode. This is the mode that has them available. Some of them. So guys, that's the problem with Dawn of War 2, one of the major flaws. Of course, its aspect that you saw one Havoc shot suppressing the entire army, no, that doesn't happen here. Uh, that's a Koch thing. So, and the only thing you need to do is bring a jump troop to negate the suppression. Uh, so that's it, Dawn of War 2 thing, and many of the things that were complaining about Dawn of War 3, there are in Dawn of War 2 also. It just, this game is retarded, but it's also solid. So, the game being solid, uh, it's a company of heroes essentially, so that's why it was received well, because players like Company of Heroes. Warhammer fans hate this game. So guys, thanks for watching. Because there are Warhammer, there are elements that are promised to be here and they are missing. They are not. They just brought some very few in the multiplayer. So the game that was promising abilities and tactics doesn't have them. Well guys, thanks for watching. It was a pretty good game. Well played everybody. Be well and see you in the next cast.